We have reached the fourth chapter of the course and we are going to learn about text functions in this chapter. Despite the fact that this chapter is widely used, it's also very comfortable. Let's get acquainted with text functions together. The first function is the left function. This function separates a specified number of characters from the left side of the text string. The arguments and input parameters of this function, as you can see, are two parts. Text field, the text string that is supposed to be separated by a number of characters from its left side. Numchars, the number of characters to be separated from the left side. This argument is optional. Suppose we enter a text string in this cell. If we use the left command here and say separate two letters from this cell, when we press enter, you will see that two letters from the left side of the character will be displayed for us. The next function is the right function. This function separates a certain number of characters from the right side of the text string. As you can see, the arguments of this function are two parts. Text part, the text string that is supposed to be separated by a number of characters from its right side, and numchars part, the number of characters that should be separated from its right side. This argument is optional. We use the same text string for this function. We write right and say that 3 characters should be separated from this cell. Now you will see that when we press enter, 3 characters are separated from the right side. Another function in this section is the mid function. This function also separates a certain number of characters from a text string from 2 arbitrary places in the text. The arguments of this function are 3 parts. Text part, a text string from which a number of characters are supposed to be separated. Well, the start num part is the position of the first character from which you want to extract the text, and the numchars part is the number of characters you want to extract from the second argument. We use the same text string to use this function. Enter the mid command. We select the cell num. As we mentioned earlier, specifies the number. We write, for example, 2 and show us 3 characters. The purpose of this part is to start from the second character and show us the 3 characters after that. And now you will see it shows us the 3 characters and counts from the second character. And from the second character onwards, it separates 3 characters. For example, if we say here, start from the third character and show 2 characters, try to guess yourself. When we press enter, you will see it shows us 2 characters. Let's get acquainted with the continuation of text functions. Another text function is the LEN function. This function in Excel counts all the characters in a cell and returns the length of the string. This function has only one argument, which is obviously mandatory. LEN stands for length. The text argument in this function is a text string whose length you want to find. If it's entered directly, it must be included in double quotes. This function can also be used to find the length of numbers. In this case, there is no need to use double quotes. But the tips for this function is that the number format is not considered in the length calculation in the length function. The meaning of format is the various ways of displaying the numbers recorded in Excel cells, such as the number of decimals, how to display positive and negative numbers, the currency symbol, etc. For example, the length of 123 is displayed in the format $123.00. it will be the same as 3. The next point is the space between words, symbols such as @ and percentage and etc. are all considered a character and are part of the length of the string. Now we start to execute the len command for this text string. We write len, select the cell, and press enter. Note that it also counts the dots.